What's up, soulmates? How are you today? I hope you are good. Okay guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to properly sew a smoked dress. Okay, if you are new to my channel, you are highly welcome. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so now, and also click on the notification bell so you'll be updated each time I upload a new video. If you've already supported this channel by subscribing, guys, I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot. So guys, without taking much of our time, let's get into the video. See ya. So now guys, we are here on the sewing machine, and this is the fabric I'm going to be using for the tutorial for the smoked top. I have my fabrics here. These are my sleeves. The two sleeves are here. Can you see? Then you will need your thread. This is an elastic thread, so you will roll it into so you are going to roll it into your bobbin and insert your bobbin into the bobbin case. Then your thread, I'm going to use this yellow thread that you are seeing here, so it will be at the normal position on top of your sewing machine. So I made a video on various parts of a manual sewing machine, so if you are not conversant with the parts of your manual sewing machine, maybe you check on the video. Okay, so now guys, I'm just going to start sewing. So I'm going to put one of my top away. I'm going to start with one. This is the armhole. Like I said, it is going to be an off-shoulder smoked top, so this is the armhole area. So if I want to sew now, I'm going to leave half inch. I'm going to come down half inch like that and start sewing. This is because I'm going to weave the top part of my fabric. I don't want to fold it. So if you want to fold yours, you can fold yours like this, you can fold yours half inch like this, so on top of it before you start smoking. But I don't want to do that in my own case. I just want to weave it after everything, so I'm going to start half inch. So guys, when you're about sewing, remember to back stitch, because you wouldn't want you back stitch, okay, because you wouldn't want your smoked top to loosen in the long run. So can you see that? So now I'm going to cut the thread. So if you want to cut the thread, you try and draw your threads like this, so that this elastic one will not go back inside. Okay, so you see the half inches I left for my weaving. Okay guys, also note that if you are sewing your smoked top, you are going to sew on the right side of your fabric, and as you can see, I'm taking half inch difference. Okay, so as you are sewing, you are just going to be making ways, okay, stretching out the fabric so that you will see what you are doing. So guys, I'm just going to continue doing this. By the time I'm far gone, I'm going to show you guys the progression. Okay, Now guys, as you can see, we are far gone with our smoked top. Okay, like I've done a greater part of my fabric. This is the remaining area. Okay, I'm still going to finish it up, but the reason why I want to show you guys this particular part is because if you notice, you will see that my material here is already piled up. Can you see? It has started piling up, you see, like kind of jam packed. So now I just want to show you guys how you can do this, like how you can properly sew this without stress. Okay, because I know that this is the area where people get fed up or confused or tired of everything. So now guys, I'm just going to show you how you can spread this out as you sew. So you place your needle 1/2 inch, you back stitch, and then you continue. Now you will place your hand on your fabric like this. Okay, and you are going to continue sewing. Okay, you allow your needle to collect the cloth underneath your hand like this. Okay, or you can also spread it out like this. So you see what you are doing. Can you see? You spread it out and continue with your 1/2 inch. Can you guys notice the needle is taking the fabric on its own? So you are just going to keep directing it on your 1/2 inch gauge. Okay, so when you get to this part, don't just sew on it and maybe you fold this place like this and just stop stitch on it. No, when you get to this place, you are going to like spread it out like this. Okay, you place your hand, just spread it out very well so you will see what you are sewing, and you will finish up the back stitch also. Is that okay? So I'm going to repeat it again for you guys to see. So just keep a close watch and observe what I'm doing. There you go. And by the way guys, can you see smoking 1/2 inch is a beautiful sight to behold. So 1 inch is too much. So now guys, I'm just going to continue like this, and I'll do the front and the back, do also my sleeve before fixing them together, like attaching them together. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys when I'm about doing that. Is that okay? All right. As you can notice, we are almost done. Okay, we are already at the lower part of the bodies, and as you can see, my material is very piled up now. Okay, this is the point where some people will be like, who even sent me? Some people will be like, no, I give up. In as much as this area is this piled up, we are still going to sew it. So guys, I'm just going to continue with what I've been doing. Okay, you see, you allow your needle to collect the fabric, or rather you spread it like this, spread it up very well like this to see what you are doing. Okay, so there is no big deal, just make sure that you are spreading your fabric as you sew. Okay, you are spreading it to see what you are actually sewing. Is that okay? Okay. So in some cases, some people will just leave this like this and sew on top of it, just as the fabric is piled up like this. They'll just sew on top of it. It's not okay to do that. So you are to spread it out like this, so you see what you are doing. So if you've been sewing your smoked dress or top like this, please stop doing that. So in the end, this will just give you a beautiful look. So you always remember to back stitch and draw out your stretchy fabric or your rubber thread so that it will not go back inside. Okay, so guys, if you find this video helpful, this is the part where you start liking it. Okay, just give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet. So guys, can you see, these are my 4 pieces, my 2 sleeves, my 2 bodies. Looking at it, is looking very small, but it's not that small. Okay, because we used our measurement and we added allowance to it. Like your normal measurement, if your bust is, let me say 40, when you divide 40 into 2, you are going to get 10. Okay, on a normal, maybe you use that and start sewing and start cutting and sewing, but in this case you should add like 10 inches to that 10 you got from dividing your bust. Okay, and you will get 20. So maybe, and you will get 20, then you will now use 20 to cut instead of using 10, your actual bust measurement. Now I'm talking about the bust measurement because this is a top, and the bust is the biggest circumference, okay, more than the waist. So if you are sewing a gown, so you should consider using your hip measurement, whatever you have on your hip measurement. After dividing it by 4, you should add extra 10 inches to that. Is that okay? So as you can see, if I should spread it like this, very stretchy. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing is to merge my 2 bodies like this. Okay, so this is the inside of the smoked fabric. Can you see? So it's always beautiful when you sew with 1/2 inch. So now I'm going to merge my fabrics like this. So also remember to cut out these threads. Okay, I'm still going to do that, but now I'll just merge my 2 bodies like this, and I will sew 1/2 inch, or I can take 1 inch because this is very stretchy. So whichever one you want to do. So I will sew this side and sew this side before attaching the sleeves. So this is what I'm going to do now, guys. I'll show you. So guys, I'm done attaching the 2 bodies together. Can you see? This is the top part of the bodies, and this is where I'm going to attach my sleeves. Okay, can you see that is stretchy? So the next thing I'll be doing is attaching my sleeves, but before I attach my sleeve, I'm going to like fold my sleeve this way. You can see the armhole area of my sleeve, right? This is it, like from here to this place. Okay, so this remaining part, I'm going to stitch it first. So I'm going to measure them like this. So I'm going to measure them like this and sew 1/2 inch. So by the time I must have sewn it, then you see this part, the armhole area, I can now easily attach it to my fabric. So that is what I'm going to be doing now. Guys, I'm done hemming the side seam of my sleeve. So remember the armhole area. So I'm going to hold my sleeve and my bodies, and I will attach. If you want, you can come to this place that you've sewn, you attach it to the bodies side seam like this. You use your pin and hold it, then you now merge it up to this point, then you sew like this and sew all the way up to this point. Okay, so that is how you are going to attach your sleeve. So I'm just going to do it now. So guys, I'm done attaching the sleeve to the main bodies. Can you see my sleeves? Can you see? So it's very stretchy, can you see? And if you place your hand on it, it's kind of foamy. So this is your smoke dress, and this is the way I showed is how you can do it properly. Okay, so you make use of 1/2 inch to smoke whenever you are smoking your fabric. Don't use 1 inch, it doesn't always come out beautiful. Okay, so the 3 things you should have at the back of your mind whenever you are making a smoke dress is: 1, sew on the right side of your fabric and not on the wrong side. Secondly, your rubber thread should be beneath your sewing machine underneath here, and your normal thread should be at its normal position. Then thirdly, spread out your fabric, spread out your material whenever you are sewing. So as the material is being jam-packed, okay, try and spread it and sew. Okay, please give me a thumbs up if you find this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe. Please guys, subscribe to this channel and click also on the notification bell so that you will be updated each time I upload a new video. Liking videos is just a way of telling you guys that you appreciate what we are doing, like you appreciate our work. We know maybe you may appreciate it, but some people will not go further to like. They will just appreciate it inside their heart and keep it there. Please guys, we don't want you to appreciate it and keep it in your heart. Okay, so if you appreciate it, just click on the like button, then we'll be sure that we are rendering service. Okay, so whenever you see my video, you liked my video, please appreciate me by clicking on the like button and always subscribe.